Guys, so today we're going to do some single replacement reactions. And I have my goggles and I've got my hair pulled back, pull out that single replacement lab that I have for you, and I've posted it on our website. All right, so the very first one asks us to place a small piece of copper wire and add some silver nitrate. So here I have some copper. All right, some copper wire. So here's my copper wire. And I'm just going to place this on a watch glass. And let me crinkle it a little bit. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some silver nitrate. So let me rearrange my camera. So here we go. You can see that hopefully. Now silver nitrate will stain the clothes and the hands if you get it on you. All right. And we're going to just let that sit for a brief moment, okay? All right, now I can totally see some things happening here. Let me see if I can't pull this up so y'all can see it better. All right, what do you see right in here? Look right in there. What color does that appear? All right, and look at it compared to this copper that hasn't had any silver nitrate put on it. Okay. So what happened here? So we noticed, well, I don't want to tell you what happened. See what happened, see if you can figure that out. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about it later in class. All right, let's look at number 2. Pause this video. Go ahead and answer those questions about number 1. All right, let's look at number 2. So it tells us to put aluminum and ask us to use some copper 2 chloride. So I have a piece of aluminum here. And so I have some copper 2 chloride. You'll notice it's a bluish color. It came from that stock bottle. I just poured a little bit in here to make it easier to grab. Okay. And I'm going to put some copper 2 chloride on the aluminum. And we're going to let this one sit. All right, so I'm going to put this one to the side for a minute because it's a little bit slower of a process. So we'll let that sit. And let's go on to number 3. All right, it asks you to put a piece of magnesium. So here's my strip of magnesium. And it asks you to put oh, I'm not even holding it in the camera. Woo woo. All right, here's my magnesium. and it tells you to put hydrochloric acid on it. So I have a little hydrochloric acid in this beaker. All right, and let me, before I do that, this one's kind of fun. I wish there was a way to zoom in. Oh my gosh, there is a way to zoom in. Woo! Look at me learning technology. Now I got to figure out how to get the camera so y'all can see my zoomed in. What? I wish I had known this a while back. Here we go. All right. So what did you notice? You noticed woo, all right. So what are we noticing here? That one's really cool. Ooh, you can smell it too. Ooh. Okay, so in that particular, let me zoom us back out. Ooh, that was big on my head. Okay, so what we notice here, we saw bubbles. So think about things that make a chemical reaction that tell you a chemical reaction has occurred. You saw bubbles and fizzing, okay? Your job is to figure out what those bubbles were. All right, that smoke that you saw was the gaseous that you saw coming off of it. All right, so that's kind of your goal to see what you saw. Okay, for number 3. And now we're going to go back to the second one. We put, oopsie, I just went the wrong way. That's okay. I just grabbed the wrong thing. That's okay. All right, so for this particular one, aluminum reacts with copper 2 chloride. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to give it a little bit more time to react, and then we're going to come back to it. Okay, so we're back. All right, and we have some reactions. We have some reaction happening here. All right, so I'm going to readjust my camera again. So it's kind of hard to see. All right, but in here, there are some really small specks. And what I also have is I have pulled out another piece of aluminum to use as a control group. All right, so I'm going to put it in here so you can compare the color of this piece of aluminum that I originally used to a piece that has not had time to sit. All right, and so when you look at this, there is a significant difference in color. All right, so this is our single replacement. All right, I hope you're able to see these. I'm sorry, this is the best that I have for you during these uncertain times. And I wish you guys were here and that you could do it yourself and not watch a video. But I appreciate you guys. All right, we're going to fill this in. All right, look at it, answer those questions, figure out what's forming, why it's forming, and we're going to come back during live instruction and we're going to talk about it. All right.